everyone. In today's digital age, many new ways of learning have emerged, revolutionizing education. One such innovative method is online learning platform, which allow individuals to access educational resources and courses anytime, anywhere. The platform offers diverse subjects and experts instructors promoting a personalized and flexible learning experience.
One, what is the traditional learning? First, traditional learning involves the direct interaction of the teacher with student. It includes oral recitation of the subject to be studied by a student while the other students sit there quietly and listens. This tactic is still widely in schools and is also known as conventional education. 3. Traditional learning doesn't remote interaction and is forced to be in a specific fixed time. It elaborates learning and opting for new skill, while space with different students or with different interest patterns.
Traditional learning is a learning method that is applied in a school system today, anytime and anywhere, with many types such as productivity, interact with teacher, experience extracurricular hour.
Traditional learning has a lot of benefits. First and foremost is the active in learning, because students have the opportunity to interact with the teachers, peer in real time. We can help them to build a meaningful relationship and engage in a more dynamic learning experience. And moreover, students can gain some social skill and hands-on experience from traditional learning, as in-person learning allows students to participate in some extracurricular activities. We can help them to develop social skill and even help them to explore their interests outside the classroom. For example, students can organize or participate in some environmental cleanup activities to gain some practical skill and experience. And last but not least is the access to libraries and research materials. A traditional classroom often provides students with varied resources such as textbook, materials, and even technologies. We can help to enhance the learning experience. And so, in conclusions, traditional learning brings students a lot of benefits.
Traditional methods of learning have several disadvantages. These methods often ignore the initiatives of students as creative subjects, hindering the development of their innovative, cooperative, and communication abilities. Additionally, it's difficult to maintain and monitor students' attention, struggle to captivate learners' attention. Furthermore, traditional learnings may not fully capture students' abilities, and traditional teaching methods in academic education have been criticized for not being engaging enough and failing to capture student interest and active involvement. Overall, the limitation of traditional teaching methods include limited effectiveness in achieving learning goals and a potential lack of engagement and active involvement from students.
Online learning, also known as distance education or e-learning, refers to the delivery of education content and instruction through the internet. It allows students to take courses and earn degree remotely without the need to be physically present on campus. Online learning can take many different forms, such as web-based video conferencing and self-paced learning program, first introduced in 1990 with the creation of the Internet and until until it's in distant learning. Online learning is more prevalent in higher education, enabling students from different geographies so area to engage with an academic institution, institution and offer students online and learn flexibly as they are paced while working toward.
During the outbreak of COVID-19, many schools could not organize centralized teaching, so they converted to online teaching through Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, Zoom. At the same time, schools organize tests, do homework on site like OLM, quizzes with the support of digital technology and internet.
People are anxious of finding new ways of learning, and one of the famous methods is online learning. Online methods of education is advantageous for many reasons. First of all, it is very convenient. A human can use computer access and internet connections everywhere. For example, at home, outdoor, or even on the bus. This benefit is especially important for people who live in rural or remote areas and can't recreate or commute to school. However, this is also useful for parents who want to teach young at home or any people who prefers work in the comfort in their home or coffee. Moreover, online learning is cheaper than our traditional academic or trade course. The courses are unpaid and students can save money. For example, they don't have to pay course fees.
There's a lot of disadvantage of online learning that I have to mention. The first one is inability to focus on things. For many students, one of the biggest challenges of online learning is a struggle with focusing on scenes for long periods of time. With online learning, there is a greater chance for students to be easily distracted by social media or other sites. Therefore, it is imperative for the teacher to keep their online classes crypt, engaging, and interactive to help students stay focused on the lesson. The second one is a sense of isolation. Students can learn a lot of things being in company with their peers. However, in the online class, there are minimal physical interaction between student and teachers. This often results in sense of isolation for the student. In this situation, it is imperative that school allow for other forms of communication between the student, peers, and teacher. This can include online message, emails, and video conferencing that will allow for face-to-face interaction and reduce the sense of isolation. The third and the last one, online learning requires teacher to have a basic understanding of using digital forms of learning. However, this is not the case always. Very often, teachers have a very basic understanding of technology. Sometimes they don't even have the necessary resources and tools to conduct their own online classes. To combat this, it is important for school to invest in training teachers with the latest technology updates so they can conduct their online classes seamlessly.
Blended learning is an educational model that combines traditional and online teaching methods through digital platforms. These methods are not a supplement or replacement for conventional learning, but rather a combination, the necessary trend to make the learner learning path more effective and personalized.
By providing accessible training content and easy interaction with teacher and knowledge. Blended learning allows learners to improve their skill and qualification quickly with many models such as face-to-face guide, rotation, flag, online lab, self-pledged, and online rival. Supported is the My Viewboard interactive screen combined with My Viewboard software allowing teachers to write, draw, or read, and take notes directly on the screen.
Blended learning has many benefits for both students and teachers. First, blended learning makes it easier for us to have better controls over our learning. Online learning materials are always available. Students who are absent from school do not miss lessons. Second, we can develop better communication and teamwork skills with blended learning. There are so many fun learning activities that give us more flexibility to customize our learning experience. This allows us more time to work in pairs and groups. Thus, blended learning gives us more ways to communicate including text messages, email, or social media, thereby expanding our knowledge and work skills. In conclusion, blended learning can create a more dynamic and effective educational experience for students.
Above, the blended learning method also have many disadvantages. Firstly, the combination of traditional and online learning lead to schools having to invest in facilities which are not cheap, such as projector, TV, speaker, and mic. This device is not easy as it is very expensive and complicated. Secondly, it is easy to miss important knowledge when lectures are passed through very quickly, and it is difficult for students to take timely and complete notes. Thirdly, it makes teaching and learning difficult when practitioners do not have expertise in unexpected technical problems that occur during the learning process. Therefore, in addition to the advantage given, we also need to carefully consider the disadvantages that the blended learning method brings.
Explains knowledge. Another learning method, such as self-study methods, finding for themselves the true purpose of knowledge, promotes creativity, thinking ability, and develops your thinking. In short, any method of learning is good, and it's up us choose the most appropriate method.
Instance, with the new avenue, learning has become more accessible, engaging, and interactive, shaping the future of education. In conclusion, technology-enabled English courses are the most effective and engaging way for students to succeed in their language learning. Thank you for watching and see you again. Bye.